15-year-old hospitalized after being shot by Houston police during an overnight confrontation. It happened at an apartment complex on Cinnamon Lane and Beechnut in southwest Houston. Today, we're going to dig deep into this incident and give parents some resources to keep their kids away from situations like this. KPRC2's Keith Garvin leading our coverage this afternoon. He's live at a nearby YMCA, one of many places where parents can turn for help, especially Keith, as the school year winds down.
That's right. We're in the summer, Lisa, and the YMCA, among many other organizations across the Houston area, have a number of resources to help parents keep their kids busy. A lot of them give those teens some actual purpose throughout the summer as well. We're going to talk about that, about some of the collaboration between the YMCA and other organizations as well. But what we can tell you is that right now that 15-year-old is still in the hospital in stable condition. Another person, a 20-year-old, was also taken into custody after that shooting that happened at about 2 o'clock this morning. We want to get to our Rochelle Turner, who actually spent time at that particular apartment complex today, and she talked to residents who heard exactly what happened, and they said it sounded like a war zone.
Surveillance video shared with KPRC2 captured the moments gunfire woke up residents at this apartment complex in southwest Houston.
It was just multiple bang bang, and it sounded like different calibers, maybe two different calibers. So yeah, and it woke me up, scared the heck out of me.
Moments later, you can see HPD patrol cars racing down the street.
Well, first everything was good till last night.
Shari Martinez moved to the complex about a month ago with her family.
I was in bed, I was watching a movie, and then out of nowhere, I just started hearing gunshots. But at first I was like, it cannot be. But then it came out consecutive. I was like, yes, that's definitely a gunshot. And I just heard like people running, a guy running. And then I'm like, you know what, let me stay in my bed because I have my kids. So then I was like, oh, my kids. So I had to go and check on them to see if they was fine, or, you know, because bullet has no name on it.
Right.
So a bullet is named for everybody. So I had to go and make sure that my kids are fine.
As officers were walking through the complex, they say they spotted a group of people shooting. Among them, a 15-year-old who police say had a rifle and was firing. Officers believe he posed a threat and opened fire, hitting the teen. HPD says the teen ran to a nearby apartment, and it was his parents who flagged down officers.
It scares me because I have a 15-year-old myself. I have a 15-year-old, I have a 13-year-old, I have a 17-year-old. So, of course, me as a mom, you know, it scares me to find out that there's a 15-year-old with a gun around. It's dangerous.
Well, we know that there are a lot of parents out there who may feel overwhelmed and not know exactly how to get their teens involved in activities over the summer to keep them busy and in some cases out of trouble as well. We have Judson Robinson from the Houston Area Urban League joining us now, President and CEO. Judson, thanks for giving us some of your time. Talk about the collaboration that your organization, and also you collaborate with YMCA and a number of other organizations to help keep children focused throughout the summer.
Yeah, it's a big obligation for parents during the summer to find things that will keep their kids healthy and safe. Obviously, the YMCA is a great tradition here in our city and our country, but there's lots of other organizations. Of course, the Urban League partners with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Fifth Ward Enrichment, a number of organizations, Girls Incorporated. But we're all programmed to help ensure that our young people are having positive things to do. They're staying empowered. They're learning about how to de-escalate when you're in a tense situation. And the types of skills that they need to learn to develop to become successful in life is where you learn at these places. Urban League, United Way has a host of organizations that work together to ensure that, again, in the summer months, you want as a parent to go out and ask the questions. What can I do to make sure my kids are safe? How do we ensure that they're doing positive things? And where can they learn to be successful? And the information is out there, the resources are out there, but you got to get started early. The city of Houston hired 200,000 kids last year in the summer job program. But the applications for this year have already ended. So this is an ongoing thing that we as parents have to do to make sure that we're engaged with organizations like the Y and others, as well as what other programs that are out there that I can put them together and make sure they're working during the summer, as opposed to other things.
Yeah, you and I are both dads. You know, we both have kids. They've grown up. They're out of those teen years, actually. But you know, as a father, how important? We know we get to the summertime, and there are a lot of parents out there who don't necessarily have the resources. School is a way to keep their kids busy those 8 or 9 hours during the day. But when you get to the summertime, a lot of parents just don't know exactly what to do with their kids.
Yeah, I encourage them to call the Urban League, to call the YMCA, to call these other organizations. You know, the internet's a powerful tool. You can find a lot of access to opportunities to make sure your kids are, you know, engaged positively. You know, it's a crazy culture. The gun violence culture in our community is rampant. Over the last 5 years, youth are the death rate of young people is up over 108% due to gun violence. So as we are aware of these trends that we're seeing, we have to be engaged in finding ways to make sure that we're offsetting that. And so I encourage, you know, our corporate community and our philanthropic community to support organizations that do this kind of work, so that when you do call, we have the resources to help offset the lack of resources that you may have to actually pay for some of these programs. But some of these programs are $30 a week, but you've got to put in the work to find out where they are.
And people need to know about them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Judson Robinson, President, CEO of the Houston Area Urban League, also known as Hall. Thank you so much
Great
for
to
your
be with
time.
you.
Yes. All right.